No nanite, no lumen, no ray tracing, no AI upscalling. Just rasterized rendering from an 8YRS-old open-world title, AC Origins. Isn't like 70% of this game's data just like maps? Everyone should play Origins, it's so overlooked. Even if all you do is boot it up and wander around for a few hours, it would be worth your time. Incredible world and atmosphere. Facebook calls Linux cybersecurity threat and bans people who mention the OS. It's a cybersecurity threat when they can't install spyware on your system. Really twisting those words, lol. Linux is a security threat. Wait until they learn about Windows. Doesn't Meta use Linux in all its data centers? LMAO. DeepSeek users could face $1 million fine and prison time under new law. Am I the only one who thinks this is surreal? Competition is illegal. They want to protect GPT at all costs. Loudly crying face, loudly crying face. DeepSeek sent user data to ByteDance, Korean probe finds. Imagine if the US did what the EU did and passed regulations on collecting user data. Imagine the outcry from big tech if we had GDPR. It's not hard to, because, sure, they cried about GDPR but they complied. I am doing my part by flooding it with my math homework. Are we pretending the other AI companies are not sending data back home? Trump revokes Biden executive order on addressing AI risks. I wonder how much the tech brothers paid for this one. Geez, it's like maybe AI was used in a nefarious way, maybe somewhere in Pennsylvania. Trump tariffs would increase laptop prices by $350 plus, other electronics by as much as 40%. Americans would have to pay European hardware prices for the first time in their life. Well, guess it's time to buy whatever you need now and save up for the next 4 years. I thought tariffs are supposed to bring down prices, /s. Our response to Linus Sebastian Gamer Snigzus. I like to play video games on my PC. Has anyone a TLDR of all that is happening? What happened to just reviewing new hardware? Sad face. The online porn free-for-all is coming to an end 3 decades into the internet era. The Supreme Court finally appears ready to uphold age verification laws. In the United States. It would be so funny if a national porn ban is finally what wakes this country up. It's not about banning porn. They want everyone on the internet to provide ID. Porn sites are just the start. Technology has come a long way since the court first struck down age verification requirements. Age verification services are now effective, easily used, and secure enough to be widely deployed. This is not true. Age verification is fundamentally privacy invading. I would be skeptical of anything this author writes. Age verification, aka anti-privacy. OC will asteroid hit the Earth in 2032. NASA gave up to 2.3% chance of impact. That sounds like a problem for 2032. Bruh, Jupiter, where are you, man? Thought you were looking out for us. Dang, December 22nd, a bit too late to see if we all die before committing to buying Christmas gifts. NASA HQ verbally orders employees to purge workspaces of P+ symbols. Tell them to send an email. It goes without saying, but if your bosses demand you do something that feels like it's illegal, and they refuse to put it in writing, you should just go ahead and ignore that. Now do all religious symbols. New York proposes doing background checks on anyone buying a 3D printer. It's the same idiotic rep that tried this 2 years ago. I hope that people are smart enough to shoot this down a second time. They'll do anything except address the problem. What's the point? Parts can still be shipped from out of state, through the USPS undetectable and not illegal. Apple dead named the Gulf of America and conservatives are triggered. Tech companies aren't moving fast enough for America's most sensitive politicians. It is freedom fries again and again. I still call it Staples Center. No chance I'll ever call it Crypto.com Arena. The only Gulf of America is the ones between Trump's ears. Because the US does not get to rename an international body of water on a fucking whim. Imagine, picking price of eggs for all this shit. Just to also have egg prices raised at the end of the day. What a joke. Doge's genius coders launch website so full of holes, anyone can write to it. A bunch of teens who think they know everything because they're literally unaware of what they don't know. My guess is these geniuses are a bunch of no real-world experience quants who impressed Musk personally, which apparently doesn't take much if you've ever seen his Twitter account. Big tech mafia spotted in church with Trump as new era of oligarchy begins. Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, and Tim Cook were all there. All pretending to love God. A union between corporations, the church, and government. And they all bend the knee to Trump. This is actual fascism. Or techno-feudalism. Cyberpunk is a documentary. Why does Melania look like the Hamburglar? Like and subscribe.